top 3 advices that I would give a content creator that wants to make $10,000 a month. Nowadays, content creator and content creation has been a theme where people just want to be a social media star. And you see that literally everywhere. Reality shows, social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Everyone wants to be some sort of influencer. And with influencing, it has to come with some kind of money that comes in, whether that be through ad revenue, sponsorships, or even paid collaborations. Whatever it might be, you still need to make money in order for you to have some sort of influence. The definition of an influence is being able to persuade someone to make a certain decision, and you have that some sort of influence or power to do so. And if you don't have that kind of influence, then you're not an influencer. And in order for you to be an influencer, you need to take on some of these brand deals so that you can convince these brands to work with you because you have some sort of influence or power. And so in this social media day and age, I feel like most people, or literally anyone, whether you're a micro influencer or you're a mega influencer, anyone can get brand deals. And that's how lucrative this creator economy is. Hi, my name is Jay. I run an influencer marketing agency called True Comma, and I'm here to help a lot of social media content creators make money online. And a lot of people don't know how to do that exactly. And I've been able to do this for a couple of years now, and I find myself having the credentials to help a lot of creators make money. And just to let you guys know, I've worked with multiple creators and helped them make over $50,000 in a month. And it's literally such a lucrative deal. And so many of these brands are willing to pay money for you guys that you don't understand what you're leaving on the table. And today, I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 tips that I would give social media content creators if they were to start a new social media content creation, or if you already have a platform, how to monetize it and how to make $10,000 a month. Number 1, it's the ad revenue, right? So whether that be through YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, some sort of platform has a method of paying you for how many views you get, or how many of your video is shown to ads and shown to the viewers. That's called the CPM. The CPM is cost per mil, and is basically what your cost is for every 1,000 views. And with that in mind, it's more applicable to YouTubers and how many 1,000 views you can get on YouTube, because they have a more lucrative ad revenue. But it is still possible to make money on TikTok and Instagram. So the ad revenue, I would say, the best thing that you can get your ad revenue up from is making very good content. And when I say good content, I'm not just saying, make content that, that you like, where you think is high quality, but you got to make content that people would want to watch for a long period of time. Okay, so especially for YouTube, duration time is the most calculated aspect in the analytics for, any video. And so you want to increase that duration time. And so what does that mean? That means if you're watching this video and you just clicked off, then you're not going to be able to hear what I have to say. And so you want to be able to, increase that duration and increase how you want to capture your audience's view time. That is one of the most important aspects of this industry. And in terms of Instagram or TikTok, you want to just go viral, right? You want to make those million views, videos, and you just want to put yourself out there. That is probably the most important thing for TikTok. And in terms of Instagram, I would say there isn't much of a ad revenue that you can make from Instagram, but you can still monetize your channels. And how I'm going to go into number 2 is paid collaborations, right? So this is talking about brand deals, sponsorships, PR, gifting, right? All of those you are able to make a lot of money. And how do you actually do that? You can outreach to these brands yourself. You can go and talk to these brand representatives that are on LinkedIn, that are on Instagram, DM them and be like, hey, I have this social media platform and I would love to share your product. Would you like to send some products, or would you like to work on a paid collaboration? That is probably the most common way that creators or influencers can make money. And I recommend this to literally anyone that has social media platforms. Whether you have 3,000 followers or 100K followers, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. It really matters about what your audience is. So let's say you do a food blogging channel and you have a cult-like fan base with 3,000 followers. There are brands that are going to want to sponsor you and have you talk about their products. Why? Because the audience matters more than the follower count. Okay, just because you have a high follower count does not mean you have a higher influence. If you're able to influence 2,000 out of the 3,000 followers that you have, but for the 100K followers, you can only influence about 1,000 or 500 people, you have more influence, right? And that is the most important aspect that you need to understand right? The idea of influence, the idea of being able to take this product and sell it to your audience is the most important aspect. And so I want you to guys understand that this is probably the most lucrative thing about this thing is that a lot of brands are willing to pay for that 2,000 influence out of the 3,000 people, way more than 100K followers. And so what some brands do is they go to a lot of these micro influencers and they just sponsor them out. And why do they do that? In this day and age, micro influencers have been the key component in business, marketing. And why? Because they're cheap, right? And so for my channel, I want to help you not to be too cheap, right? While you make enough money to cover all your living expenses. That's the goal that I do, right? I help a lot of influencers and creators do that exactly, right? And number 3, this is, doing like collaborations. This could be like events, right? So for example, if a brand were to fly you out to their headquarters and showcase this new product that you guys have, and they want you to be there and record it and post it on your social media feed, that's another way of getting payment, right? Events are a very underlined method of payment because it doesn't happen to a lot of people. It happens to people that have a lot of niche audience. So if you're a gaming streamer and a game decides to fly you out and test their game, that is an event that they will pay you for. And so the biggest part about this is that you need to have some sort of power over your audience. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a way where you control them, but I say it in a way where these audience that watch you, that follow you, you have some sort of influence. And so whatever you say, you influence them in some sort of direction, right? So if you say, pineapples on pizza is a good thing, then your audience could be like, is it really? Right? They start to think that to themselves. And if they're able to think that to themselves, they're the right type of audience for you because you're able to persuade them into a certain direction. That's what an influencer is, right? And so in order for you to get these event collaborations, the main thing is you need to be on the lookout for any event that might be coming up. So this could be going on Google, searching up maybe your favorite brands, events that are coming up. Let's say they're doing a convention, like for example, like a gaming convention, and you see that there's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. You contact them and be like, hey, I noticed that you have a convention going on. I would love to be a part of that journey. Would you, can we work out some sort of collaboration? And then they can be like, hey, you know what? I can connect you to the brand, the representative, the marketing manager, and see what we can work from there. That is probably the most effective way to get yourself into these events. And so that's it. Those are the top 3 advices that I would give. I'm going to be sharing more about this industry, more about this creator economy. And if you're interested in becoming a social media creator, follow or subscribe or whatever it might be. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.